I gotta.
I know today, no matter what is happening, things will all go my way. I see heaven and I don't have to wait for you to recognize that love resides in this place. Why not listen ahead? Why you making that face? You be tripping, so you think about something different. Why you making just relax with it, ain't no accidents, it's just all for the love.
Heaven high, everybody. Welcome. Heaven high, everybody, and welcome to Heaven High Podcast. Let me tell y'all what, this is love that brought us here today. For real. Love. Do you hear me? Love, because what we're talking about is what's happening in the world. It's like, it's a lot going on. And your host today needed some assistance and some motivation, and I got it. And who did I get it from? Karlos. Heaven high,
hey, everybody.
Hold on. Heaven high, Karlos. Heaven high.
Heaven high, Tangi.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
I gotta come.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Mm-hmm. It's always fun.
See, and that makes me happy. And I apologize, y'all, for my late advertisement. But Karlos, I so appreciate you. So, people, listen, let me tell you what. Have you been tripping about how expensive gas is? Have you been like, why are these grapes $3.49 a pound? Why are these avocados 2 for $4? Have you been paying attention to that? Because I have to admit, I have a lot of faith and I'm very positive and I look to the good side. But when I'm in a grocery store, this is what we need to work on with me. I have a problem because I'm like, everything that I'm putting in my basket should be free. Like I'm putting lettuce, cucumbers, spinach, pecans, pistachio. What else do I put in there? Tomatoes, okra. I mean, basil. And so every time I go grocery shopping, I have to breathe. Otherwise, that will be my story every single time. And that can't be good for my nervous system. What do you think, Karlos?
No, imagine walking into the grocery store tense. You're like getting there tense, in there and you're all tensed up. And grocery shopping should be something that's relaxing and fun.
Yes.
Like what's it called? Farmers markets. Those are always fun. That's like what grocery stores are kind of supposed to be like in a way.
Yes, farmers markets. Now, are the prices different at farmers markets?
No, they're probably a lot more expensive, especially with certain things. Everyone has to make a living.
So, well, that would at least make me feel better if I know that it's going to the farmer.
Supporting local.
Today, I went into this store. I wanted to get some of their shea butter. I had bought some from like a little festival, and he gave me a great deal. And when I went in the store, this man wasn't giving me the great deal, and the great deal was in my mind, right? And so I told him, I said, no, then I just won't get it. Thank you, though. And as I was walking out, he introduced me to his drums. He makes drums, djembes. Cool. He introduced me to his drums and how he made them and told me the story behind them and the furniture and which part of South Africa he went to get it. And he played and sang some and explained
wow.
I bought the shea butter.
So how did that affect your nervous system?
Oh my gosh, Carlos, I got sucked in,
Yeah.
and it was like a moment in time where everything outside just stopped and I relaxed and
Mm-hmm.
I felt he taught me history. I played my little drum beat that I know from high school,
Oh, there you
my whole
go.
little thing. Then he played the African version of it to show
Oh,
me where it came from.
oh, that's
And so
cool.
all of it made me relax and I felt beautiful and I felt loved and I I flew out of there even spending my and I tipped him.
Yeah. You guys can,
So would that be one of the things that we should do for our nervous system?
well, yeah, doing things that you love, doing things that like stimulate the nervous system, like listening to, music, reading a book, going out for a walk in nature. All
Yep.
this stuff kind of like pull you away from your phone, right?
Yes.
And they, distract you and they put you in the moment. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like for example, me, I'm a fitness coach. So I train people, to move correctly and all this stuff. And when you're working out and you're in that moment, you're doing things like deep breathing, right? You're focusing on your body, you're disconnecting from the mind, the thoughts and ideas, and you're focusing on yourself.
Yes.
And that helps you relax. Like you see people at the end of their workouts, or they come in before their workouts, like literally you can see the
You can
stress on
see
their
it.
face. They come in upset and whatever, and then hour later they're like the happiest, like literally skipping out of the gym. And that's
Mm.
awesome. That's why we do it. That's why you exercise, because you're gonna feel better at the end, your body's gonna be taken care of, and that's going to bring longevity to your life. Like it's not fun sitting in a couch wasting your day away watching TV or looking at your phone.
Right.
Like,
Exercising
or,
also makes you look better too. Because when I was
oh,
training with you, I was so fine.
mm, you're
Carlos, guess
still
I'm
fine, Tangy.
but I'm bigger now. I need to lose some weight.
Yeah.
But I went hiking this morning. That's why I asked you
Mm-hmm.
what gym are you at, because I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
if I could come there. But working in the world makes it harder to navigate those times.
Right.
No. Um,
Well,
I,
when it comes to exercise and making it as part of your daily routine, like you have to find what works for you and what makes you happy. Like it's to me, exercising is a chore. Like I don't like exercising. I'm lazy. But all the positive that it brings me, I'm like, it's worth it. So that's why I've been doing it for over 20 years now, and
yeah,
why I share it with the world, because I'm like, guys, this works. And do
yeah,
it, because you're going to be happier. Not only is it going to help your body, it's also going to help your brain, like your mind and your soul. You're going to feel so much better about yourself, which is going to make it easier to navigate this crazy world,
yeah.
because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself,
Right.
like
All I have is myself.
this crazy stuff that's going around me. If I couldn't move around and like run and pull myself up and sing and dance, yeah, of course I would be depressed.
Yeah,
So I need to take care of myself if I want to keep doing these things.
yeah, yeah. I do feel better since I have been exercising.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel better, and I've only been doing little things like in my kitchen, I try to do at least 10 push-ups.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's nothing, but you remember how easy it used to be for me to do
Yeah.
those push-ups? I should do
Yes.
some now. You'd be like Tangy.
Mm-hmm. And that's the
Because
thing, like just getting yourself doing the simple things, like think functional fitness, the way you move around in your everyday life. you got to repeat those movements. Like sitting in and out of a chair is a squat, you know,
Oh, that's
putting
good.
like putting stuff up on a high shelf, that's a shoulder press, you know, two little dumbbells and you do your shoulders. You don't
Yeah,
have to do like these crazy workout routines, especially if you're going from zero. Like if you're a total couch potato and you've never done anything exercise before, start with a 10-minute walk just around the block.
mm,
That alone is going to help you without your phone. If you need like music or audiobooks, sure, but like walking around like this is not going to be good for your neck anyway.
right.
So just disconnect for a while, walk around. Not only is that going to be good for your nervous system, your body's going to also get, you know, some love. And then
Hmm.
from there, you don't, you know, make it a homework thing, be like, oh my gosh, I have to do it every day and blah, blah, blah. No, if you're not a person that loves to exercise or isn't already doing it in a routine, whenever you have a little bit of time, yeah, okay, I have 5 minutes right now. Let me just go for a little bit of walk, you know? And if you
Yeah,
have to check your phone, then fine, do it while checking your email, if that's going to be the thing.
yeah,
And then you're going to find yourself that you're moving around all day. And come the end of the day, you're going to be tired. And that's going to help you sleep better because you're not going to be sitting in bed stressing out because you
stressing
sat
out.
around holding all this energy in your body. You got to let it out.
Yeah. Having a
Hmm.
pet helps
Oh,
if
yes.
you have to walk.
Uh-huh. I
Hmm.
get my dogs like I committed myself to get my dogs to walk at least a mile every day. So that's gonna be the walk, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And let's freaking do it because it's also gonna be good for them.
What
Right?
about meditation or journaling or
Yeah.
praying, or do you do any of those things?
Well, yes, meditation, big time. Meditation, just like exercising, it's if it wasn't working for me, I wouldn't be doing it now and I wouldn't be sharing it with the world. But I
Okay.
started meditating back in 2020. That's like when I first really discovered it, like right before COVID. And from there, it's just been an evolution. It kind of started off with just curiosity, with me wanting to learn just how to meditate. And
Hmm.
it went into like actual like mind, you know, mind health and
Mm.
into like where I was discovering things about myself, where I was like literally having therapy with myself. I'm like, wow, I'm discovering all these different parts of me
Now,
that
what was happening as you were meditating? Were you hearing things like how
so
do you
well
meditate first? How do you do it?
the me, I'm a very like when I'm learning things, I'm very much in like a teacher mentality. Like when I'm learning stuff, I'm my brain shifts into teacher mode. So I'm like I like I'm absorbing everything. I might stop and like analyze something and like so my brain kind of like works in that manner. So with meditation, I use an app and the app had a 12-week program where
Okay.
every day it had a meditation. So 7 meditations a week basically, and it didn't let you move on to the next day until you finish that one, right?
Wow.
And they started off short, like 10 minutes, and they gradually increased to 15, 20, 30 minutes. And so I got through the 12-week program and I was like, wow, that was awesome. And so I started practicing it on my own and using the app to help me using their tools. And then I was like, I'm going to go through it again. So I went through the 12-week course again and I got even like better. And like I started using the app where it allows you to like bring down the music, the background music, so
Yes.
you can have more quiet time. So I started doing that. And then eventually I stopped using that app and coincidentally, or um, what's it called? Synchronicity, at the same time as I was getting bored of this app, I was training this one girl that introduced me to the the biography of a yogi.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, by Paramahansa
Yes.
Yogananda.
Yes.
And that just took my meditation from like kind of like self-care, you
Yes.
know, mental health to spirituality.
Yes.
And I grew up Catholic. and I don't practice that anymore, but I'm more spiritual. So Paramahansa like takes teachings from Jesus and other places. So for me, it was kind of like I had this like almost this like stigma towards religion because of the way I was like brought up, and my parents were very like hardcore Catholic, and church wasn't necessarily a fun place to go. And so I read Yogananda wrote a book called The Yoga of Jesus Christ. And that one, like, oh my God, look, I'm getting goosebumps. That one, like Tangi, it changed me like down to the core. I would read it and I would start to cry. And like he just like Yogananda just put like the teachings of Jesus from a different perspective, from like a scientific perspective, that I understood it and it made me look at it differently, and it totally changed. So after I read that book, at the end of the book, there was an ad for the SRF, the Self-Realization Fellowship.
Oh, yes.
That Yogananda started. And I was like, oh, I'm going to sign up. So I signed up for their lessons, and I received all 21 lessons or 22 lessons. And I went through them, and I keep going them over and over again, because before I apply for the Kriya Yoga, their other program, I want to just like really live their practices more. Like I want to be true to myself.
So what are the practices? Because we want to, or you don't have to tell me the practices, but
yeah,
what are some of the things that you've learned that these people can apply?
Yes. So
in a stressful environment, the actual action.
Right. So basically I learned how to meditate. He teaches you how to meditate properly. So the way I meditate is I sit upright. I sit on like a little meditation pillow that's on like a little chair. I do it outside in a quiet area, and I do it in the same area all the time, because by doing that, you kind of create a little, that's like your area. That's like your peace, that's like your temple, right?
Okay.
Like this is where I go to meditate. We're not doing anything else here. Like your little shrine,
like
whatever you want to call it.
Like they say, you should only sleep in your bed, so your body knows when you hit this spot, it's time to go sleep.
Exactly. So right when I go there, like I know, okay, meditation time. So then, you sit there, and you're supposed to like have your hands like this at down at like the creases of like your hips, and your kind of like you're sitting like this, right?
Yes.
And your shoulders are supposed to be back, chest up, chin parallel to the floor.
Okay.
Eyes closed. And then you're supposed to take your eyes and look up to your third eye. Like
with them closed.
Like this. You're supposed to kind of like look up, and you're supposed to focus here and let your eyes relax looking up here. And what that's doing is excuse me, you're basically shutting off all of your senses, right? Like your hands are turned up so you can't feel anything, right? So you shut that off. You're sitting up tall, so now you're taking all your energy from the bottom of your spinal cord, and it's starting to channel up, and you're pulling it out of your legs, you're pulling it out of your arms, right, and into your third eye up here. So now as your focus is on there, you keep your attention there, and then you hold that for however long you need to. And it was hard in the beginning. Like I started to like get fidgety, and I started to stress out, but now I'm like, I can do 30, 40 minutes. Not a
really?
Problem. Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Wow.
So that's how you get your body set up, right? Now, as far as your breathing goes, like when you start your meditation, you can do different things. Like you can set an intention. You can start it off with a prayer. You can start it off with an affirmation. And like SRF, the way they do their affirmations, which I love, there's a few of them that I can share with you later that are very powerful, that Yogananda wrote. But you basically have your affirmation. You're supposed to say it out loud once, and then you say it in a normal voice And then
Okay.
you say it in a whisper. And
Okay.
then the last one, you say it in your mind. Like you don't say it out loud.
Okay.
And and then after you stay quiet and you kind of meditate about it. And meditating about it is not so much about like thinking about it, but
Yes.
more about like being in the presence, like feeling it,
Mm.
and in the beginning, like, you're kind of like, am I feeling it? Like, what am I supposed to feel? No, no. But then, soon you're like what example, like for me, what helps is doing guided meditations, and you could find those online and
Yeah, I
everywhere,
like
where
guided
someone
meditation.
like talks you through
Yes.
it. So one that I do, one of the Yogananda ones that I do, they have an app. So on the app, they have like 8 different guided meditations that I practice often. One of them is about love. And so it's really cool. The part that they guide you through is they think of like, they describe putting the whole entire world in a bubble of love, and the whole world is in there. And then they eventually say that you're that bubble, and you're that bubble
Mm.
of love, and everything inside that bubble, like you're just giving them love. So not only is earth in there, but like all of the planets,
Yes.
all of your friends, your family, all of your enemies, everyone's in this bubble of love. And it's really cool because like when you do pull yourself back that far and you do kind of create that bubble, then
Yeah.
it's like, I can love everybody because it's so easy.
It's so
Kind
easy.
of doing that visualization, putting yourself in that bubble, it's so easy. So the more you practice that over and over again, you could be at the grocery store stressing out, close your eyes for a moment. You don't even have to close your eyes, just like take a deep breath, right? And then just start thinking about love, like think about the person that you love so much that just thinking about them makes you smile or brings like a little happy tear to you. Right away, right there,
Yeah.
you shift your energy from stressed out to love.
Yeah.
How powerful is that to
Yeah.
walk around and just be happy because you're feeling love? And you
Yes.
did it yourself. You didn't need anyone else to come out and be like, hey, Tangi, I love you. You're so awesome.
Right.
No, you were just like, let me close my eyes and put myself in that space. I love
Yeah.
everybody.
Yes. No other
And
person,
so,
no
uh-huh.
substance.
And so it all really goes back to breathing. Like breathing is like our connection with God. It's like think of like, the when God spoke the first word or whatever of creation, like speaking words comes from your breath. Like
Yes.
you take a breath, and then
Yes.
as you exhale, you speak, your
Yes.
sound comes
And
out.
you breathe
So
the breath of life in a yes.
yeah, exactly. So breathing is super important, and finding breathing techniques that help you is great. So one of a great one is box breathing. And all that means is, think of a box, right? A square. It's got the same sizes on
Mm-hmm.
on all four
Mm-hmm.
sides. So that's your box breathing. You say 4 seconds you inhale, 4 seconds you hold, 4 seconds you exhale, 4 seconds you hold. And then you kind of go like that. And that hold, that time when you hold your breath, that's when like your body is complete silence, right? You're not like breathing in, your body's not doing anything. You're just like, that's when the quietness comes. And so practice that over and over again. You're going to find how much power you have to control your own feelings. It's pretty amazing. And I know, I get it. It's hard in the beginning, but that's why it's a practice. You have to do it every day. There's this app that helps me a lot. It's called doesn't matter what it's called, but it's called what it is. It's brainwaves, and basically what it is you have to wear headphones, and it puts like vibrational sounds, like almost like white noise. Shh. and they're set at different vibrations that are supposed to help you with whatever. So like they have from waking up in the morning, like morning coffee, espresso shot, pre-workout exercise,
Oh, so
to like
the sounds are coincide with what you would use coffee for.
Yep. So
Oh, I
like
like that.
so I have a hard time reading like a book. I start
Yeah.
to read and then I lose focus and I'm like, oh crap, what did I just read? And I have to go back and reread, which drives me nuts.
Okay.
So I put that on and it's like I do one that is called focus and alert. It keeps me focused and alert. So I'm like reading like crazy. Like when I was little, I'm like, and I'm like finally getting through books and enjoying books again.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty
And you don't
amazing.
think it's because you're reading better books?
No, hell no.
Okay.
Like it's like I'm it's ADD. Like it's hard for me to pay attention, kind of thing. I also have a little bit of dyslexia, so like I automatically like flip words around or like letters around without even trying.
Okay. So that makes
It's not like diagnosed by a doctor or anything, but these are just little things of myself that like when I don't slow myself down, when I'm like fast, like just these little things happen. So meditation is helping me slow down. And when I slow down, I'm like discovering my powers. I'm like, damn.
Oh, I like that. When I slow down, I discover my powers. Let me write that down. When I slow down. I like that.
Yeah. Quote me.
That's true. I saw this guy on YouTube and he did this thing where, okay, hold up your hand, touch the tips of your fingers to your thumb. He had us do this, and then now do it, but skip your pinky. So skip your pinky, and now do it and skip your ring finger.
So just the two, or back to pinky.
Yep, go back to pinky, but skip the ring finger. And now do it and skip the middle finger.
Don't forget, I'm a spin instructor. And
yeah, you got all of this.
I'm good at this stuff.
Now skip the pointing finger, whatever you call that finger.
Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Like I could do this one.
Is it pat your head and rub your belly?
Or either one.
Or rub your belly and pat your head.
This one's kind of
I can do this.
There it is. Oh, my hair. Anyway, but see what we're doing there is we're focusing on something. Yeah. And you see how I felt like we just like, oh shit, we're doing a podcast right now, Tangi.
Yes.
We like escaped.
But it seems like that's the key to relaxing your nervous system, making your brain do something other than focusing on the problem.
Yeah, reducing overstimulation.
Yes, because
that's basically what's happening.
It is so easy for us to focus on the problem constantly. And yeah. And sometimes it's hard to get our minds off it. Oh, you know, some people just can't. Some people can't. And that's why I think the things that you're saying really work. And I know for me, when there's been stress, where I just couldn't think at all, I could put on a song, but it has to be a song that's saying the words that work with me. And I can just listen, or a song that's making me feel the way I want to feel. And I listen. Do you journal?
I just started journaling because it's supposed to help me, and it is helping me.
How do you think it's helping you?
It's helping me like it's giving my brain like a creative outlet in a way. I'm not trying
Mm,
to create anything specifically. I actually like what I do is I create journaling prompts because as I'm practicing astrology and as I'm practicing tarot reading, um, I'm using like the stuff that I'm practicing, and then
yes.
I create prompts from them, like almost reflecting on, like for example, I'm doing the tarot card of the day. um, I can take the card and then, oh, actually, here's a great example. I've been This is like week 3 of me doing it, but what I've
Yes.
been doing is pulling out a card every day, and then I've been posting about it mainly to help me learn it, but also to share it with people. And so far, I've been getting a good response where people
Where do
are
you
like,
post? Where do you
uh,
post?
I'm doing it on Reddit right now, but now I'm also taking it to my Instagram and taking it to my like LinkedIn accounts. Um,
So what's your name so people can find you on this? How
so on my Instagram, it's Carlos. Hold on, let me pull that. I think there's uh, a one there, but it's, yeah. So it's Carlos, like with the C. It's CAR, and then the number one,
okay.
0S, and then it's
Zero
CONLA.
S, zero S.
No, OS.
CAR number one, zero.
O, letter
Oh,
O. Hmm.
and what else?
And then an S,
Uh-huh.
and then a C, letter C, O
Uh-huh.
N,
Uh-huh.
and then LAK.
Oh, we're gonna have to work on your
Well, hold on. It actually says something. It says Carlos con la K. And what that translates to in English is Carlos with a K.
well look, did I spell it right?
Oh, hold
Let's
on.
let's
Look
look.
at
Did
that.
I spell it right?
Take out the zero. Take out the zero and then put an O between the C and the N.
See, y'all, this is why you have to have an
Terrible.
easy,
Hey, I wasn't prepared.
an easy, let's see if is this it?
Yes.
Okay, one another way you can soothe your nervous system is by having an easy Instagram name. But there we go. Thank you, Jonathan, David. Thank you, my
That
dear.
is so funny. Anyway,
Um,
so I pull out a card, every day and I post about it. And then at the end of the week, I take all 7 cards and I
yes.
do my own reading. Like I reflect on my week according to the
Oh,
cards. So like depending on the card's meaning, whatever, like for example, today's card is the 9 of Cups. And so
okay.
that one is about, it's like the wish card. It's considered this is what it looks like.
Okay. Okay.
So it's considered the wish card. See how the guy's sitting here and he's got all the cups around him and he's like proud of it. And he's like, yeah, I
Yes.
have it all. Also, the number 9 is like the number of completion, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's like the
Okay.
end.
Okay.
Last year was supposed to be, I think, the year 9. And so this year is like year 1.
One in
Uh-huh.
Aries, I keep hearing. Okay.
And so, but basically, this card, like, it's about contentment, satisfaction, emotional stability, luxury, gratitude. So, if I'm journaling about it, I create a prompt like, what things about what did I do today that brought, emotional satisfaction? That's my
Mm,
question. And then I give myself 10 minutes and I do automatic writing and I just write, see what comes out. da, 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 and then my timer goes off and I put a period on it and I'm done.
What did I do today that brought automatic
No, emotional
emotional
satisfaction.
satisfaction? Emotional satisfaction to you or to someone else?
No, it doesn't matter. Just if it's because if I'm doing a journaling, if it's just automatic writing, it's whatever comes up. So yeah, it might be me talking about somebody else. It might be just talking about me. It might trail off and I start talking about like a movie or something or
Mm,
whatever I did that day. It doesn't matter. It's like I'm putting out my just whatever's coming out of my head, just
getting it
putting it
out.
out. Uh-huh.
Now, when you draw a card, do you do that at the same time every day in the same spot? And you drew that card for the world or for yourself? Like if you drew a card, since that's the card that you drew today, if I said, Carlos, will you draw a card now and just see what comes up? Do you think it will be the same card because we're still in today and I'm one of the many people, or do you think it would
Yeah.
be something different?
No, it'd be a different card because the way I have this stack set up is I'm the main purpose for it is for me to learn the cards. So I created an exercise, which is every day I'm going to pull out a card. I'm going to look up the meaning. I'm going to write about it and I'm going to post it in different places because that's going to help me memorize the card. And maybe some people will interact with it and I'll see how it affects them, depending on the interaction,
We got 20
so
minutes, Carlos. Pull a card.
all right, let's do it.
We
I'm
got
gonna
20
I'm
minutes.
gonna pull out one like right in the middle because I have a stack. So as I go through it, I don't put the cards back in the stack. I put them away.
Oh,
So
so
that
then you
so
can't.
it can't necessarily be the same card. Um, but that's the thing about tarot. Tarot is more about like the energy. So the meaning could be so broad. So for you, it could
Uh,
mean for you it could mean something different than to me. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? But it could
Okay.
kind of go along the same lines. So this card that we just pull out is the Seven of Pentacles.
And that
And
is,
that one, I'll read
you
it.
send it to me and I'll post it on, I'll put it.
Yeah. It's a long-term view, hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable results, investment. Cool. So regaining or losing control, mastery, choices, responsibility, myth, secrets. So it's really cool. See the guy, he's kind of like almost like harvesting, like he's looking at the stuff that he's been growing and he's kind of like almost like thinking about it.
He looks like he's saying, okay, I
Uh-huh.
got all this stuff that I done prayed for. What am I going to do with it
Yeah,
now?
yeah, right. And so long-term view, he's like all this hard work, but he's like thinking about it. But then also, if this card were to come out in reverse, because in tarot, like sometimes the cards could come out in reverse. This one says lack of long-term vision, limited success or rewards, work without results, distractions. So this is almost like a limbo card, like, you know, you've
But
done.
but but the way you pulled it today is upright. And so upright, it
Mhm.
means, what does it mean?
Upright, long-term view, hard work, perseverance. Well, hold on. Let's turn this around. Because you asked for a card, you asked me to pull out a card. This card is for you, not
Well,
for the whole world or the collective. Let's direct this to you. So, long-term view, hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable results, investment. This is interesting because when we first started talking before we went on live, we were talking about how hard it is to have a podcast because it takes all this hard work and all this stuff.
oh,
Right?
yeah.
And like you by doing it by yourself, like it's
Oh.
hard. So long-term view, hard work, perseverance, right? Diligence,
So does that
sustainable
mean
results.
are they saying I should keep doing the podcast?
Yeah. Well, What do you think? Right? Regaining or losing control, mastery, choices, responsibility, myths, secrets.
I love doing it. I just want a partner that can help me with some of the
Yeah, it's a full-time job.
yeah. Yeah, and I would also now see I done changed the topic. I'm sorry,
A
y'all.
lot to think about.
And
Well,
I
no, this is part of your nervous system. Think about it. Work, work, work stresses people out. So you got to
yes,
think about stuff. What's
yes,
the right choice? Are you willing to invest and stuff like that? So sometimes you can overthink things. So you need to disconnect for a little bit
yes.
because when you're in those moments of disconnecting on whatever you're working on, you might get a great idea that you wouldn't have thought about when you were sitting there stressing out.
Well, I'm not stressing.
I don't know. I'm just trying to tie it back
Oh, but yeah, you're right. You're
to the
right.
nervous system.
You're right. You're right.
Hmm.
What about people who have been poor, for people who grew up poor and now they're just afraid of being poor when they have money? What's something those people could do?
Yeah, well, back to like meditation, right? Or just your body, like relaxing the body, you know. Once you're able to like relax the body, the next layer is going to be like awareness, becoming aware of your thoughts, becoming aware of your mental loops. And that was one of the things that I became aware of when I started meditating. um, I was like, I was able to sit back and see my thoughts repeating themselves. And I'm
Mm,
like, why do I keep thinking about this? And then a cool thing that I discovered for myself was um, like being aware of the initial thought and
yeah.
how it spirals into a different thought that has like nothing to do with this. almost
Oh,
like almost like doom scrolling, or like when you click on something and then you click on something else and then you click on something else. They also call it monkey brain.
yeah.
So uh-huh, and I started seeing myself doing that and I was like, oh dang, I do it a lot. and when and I also noticed that depending on the subject, like whether it's positive or negative, I would take myself onto these like roller coasters. Like
Mm,
let's use something positive, for example, like you start daydreaming about that time that you had such a good time, and like you start to almost feel the same feelings, and all of a sudden you start escaping into this fantasy. And sure, it could be good, whatever, but like if you're trying to be in the moment doing whatever, like if you're having, trying to enjoy a walk, but you're stuck in your mind because
oh,
you're thinking about this thing, you
yes.
know it's like
Or if
put
it's
a stop to it.
or if it's or if it's a negative path that you're going on. Because for me, if I'm thinking about something that feels good and it takes me back to that feeling, I want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, but
But
I
like if you're like, if you're going on a walk and you went and the reason you're going for a walk was to disconnect. And I'm not
oh,
saying
right.
like don't talk that, don't have those good feelings, because I mean, I'm not telling you to stop that, but it's a good practice to go and try not to think about anything.
Yeah.
Try to just be in the moment, like, or like look at the trees, like walk and be like, oh, like look at the trees and look at the
In the abyss.
ground, listen to the birds, like be
Yeah.
in that moment. Like when you were little, remember when you were little and you would go into a new environment and your attention was like on the environment. It wasn't about like what you were going to do when you got home, you
Yes.
know?
Yes. See, that's one thing about doing the difference between doing my own podcast and somebody else's podcast. Like when I'm on somebody else's, I can just be like But on mine, there's so many things that I'm thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. And I
Yeah.
like thinking about a lot of things, though. I kind of, I got that
Of
Gemini
course, you're a
brain.
Gemini.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need that stimulation, which
Yeah.
is good. So that's why if you have a practice where you're able to calm yourself down and to focus and regulate your nervous system, you're going to be better at the stuff that you do, which is the thinking and the working, because you're not going to overwork your system. If you're always here, you're going to overwork yourself. And then you're not going to want to do this anymore because you overworked yourself. So you got to work in your moments of chilling out. So then that
Yes.
way, when it comes to intensity, you could
I'll
be
be good.
on. Uh-huh.
You know,
100%.
another thing that's good.
Mm.
I think sex.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well,
Sex
that's
and sleeping and food.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you got to be careful with food though.
That's what I was waiting for. You got to be careful with the food.
Mm-hmm. Food, you're
Um,
not.
Smelling flowers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Cooking. How about cooking? If you're gonna do food,
Cooking.
cooking is a way to kind
If
of
you
like
like to cook and you got somebody that will wash the dishes,
right.
taking a bath,
Taking a bath.
getting a massage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's soothing for my nervous system? If there is a man who has ingrown hairs, I
Mm-hmm.
like to pull them out.
Oh, ow.
Oh, it doesn't hurt them, because the way the hair grows, it just grows down like that. And I'll
Mm-hmm.
just take a clean needle and pop.
Mm.
I love to do that. And then if he wants me to tweeze him out afterwards, I can, but I love to do that.
You could- as a guy with a beard,
You don't have
I'm
any ingrown hair.
no, because I exfoliate.
And because your hair grows out straight, it doesn't
Oh,
grow.
you're right.
Yeah. So
You're
you don't
right.
have to worry about
I have straight hair for sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, but I've had some ingrown hairs that are like nasty.
Yeah. And I'm a master.
Oh, do you like also pumping pimples?
No.
Oh, interesting.
And I don't watch those videos with
Oh, me
the
either.
pimple
Gross.
popper.
Oh, see, that could be that's also good for their nervous system watching those videos.
Some people do like those videos. And surprisingly, I think some people might be comfortable. It might relax them to scroll through social media.
Maybe.
Some people it might be.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, there has to be a way though to
Maybe like vegetable brain, like like when you like to just watch like really trashy movies or TV just to kind of like just to veg out. I do that sometimes when like I don't want to like listen to something like pay attention to like a podcast or like an audiobook or pay attention to like a movie that I've never seen, but like watch something that I've watched over a bunch of times or just like background noise and kind of relax to that.
Okay, I understand that. My quote unquote vegetable brain stuff would be people still things that I'm learning, but things that I don't really, like it's kind of like cards. It's somebody speaking about something, but my brain only tunes in when it's something that I need to get.
Yeah, selective hearing.
And you know what else I love?
Hmm.
Korean dramas,
Oh,
Korean comedy.
really?
Yes.
Like
And now
with
my favorite
subtitles?
show is the one, is the one that I told you about that I just know you would love. The Battle of Fates.
Oh, that's cool.
You would love it.
Yeah.
It would change your life.
I got to check it out.
You got to check it out. Okay, so let's see. What else do we have for the people? Oh, I know. So one thing that you have to do, depending on what the problem is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in the grocery store and you're worried about the lack, or if you're watching something online and it makes you fearful, you can use affirmations to affirm that I am safe. I've been through tougher situations. I'll make it through this. Um, People are still happy. People are still healthy. People are still making money. I always have enough. Um, my good comes to me in perfect and imperfect ways. I don't know what is
Mm-hmm.
that.
Well, it's all about, it's all about like changing the way you think of things, the way you view the world. And so like for example, like had like being poor or you know the lack of, if you're always like walking around saying you don't have enough and telling people you don't have enough, and then that's going to be your world. Like you're literally putting yourself into that vibration because you always keep talking about it, and if you keep talking about it, that means you're always thinking about it. And if you're always thinking about it, you're probably living this like stressed out life, and you're tensed up. Your stomach probably hurts because you're got the butterflies in your stomach all the time. Like you got to remember that your body, like your nervous system doesn't know why it's feeling that way. It just feels that way. So that's where like you have the power. Like sure, we're all, this we're in a shitty situation right now. We're all broke in so many different ways. Like I'm broke. Like I'm young, but I'm broke because of this reasons. My husband's broke because of these reasons, you're broke because of your reasons, and it's like fine, we can go around talking about how broke we all are, but
I'm not
let's go.
claiming being broke.
uh,
And look, I'm
but
like, you talk about all them other people. I'm
but
not, I
I
ain't
know
claiming that at all. I mean,
you don't actually, you don't talk about it, which is,
no,
that's
I don't claim none of that
the
because
same,
I think in the middle
because you
of
understand
the
that,
problem
like,
is a solution to take you to a better spot.
yeah,
But
like
if
if you're, oh, exactly, if you're like,
yeah,
if like always thinking like, oh, woe is me, it's not going to help you find solutions to help you, like,
mm-mm.
mm-hmm,
Or affirming that you broke.
yeah,
Well, I'm
exactly.
glad you weren't talking about you either, because ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh no, I don't do that.
Um,
That affects me too much. That's
yeah,
why I I do my best to be happy as much as I can. That's why meditation helps, because even my partner, my husband, notices when I'm not meditating. Like I'm more like intense,
and
you know? And
yeah,
when I do meditate, I'm chill and I'm more myself,
yes,
honestly. I'm
yeah,
able to like, all right, I can turn it on right now, but then I could sit back and chill. And it's almost like you learn how to use your body, and your body is those emotions. And like, all right, these emotions start to come in, you recognize them, you see patterns, because that's how we kind of work. Like if you stop and kind of think of like the stuff you put yourself through, it's patterns that keep repeating themselves. And once you become aware of them, you can literally stop them in their tracks
and
and be
jump
like,
off.
uh-huh, be
Pattern
like,
you're
or
thinking.
don't jump off, be like, change directions. Be
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I'm about to stress myself out. What for? I can't do anything about it right now. Let me stay in this lane.
Yep. Yep. So one thing people that are successful in business, I've heard them say, is work out the contract while the energy is good.
Hmm.
And I think it's the same with finding affirmations or ways to manage your stress. Work it out while you feel good. Things
Mm-hmm.
that you can affirm, things that make you feel good. Even the meditation you spoke of when you described it, just sitting up like that, just sitting up like that and feeling my body makes me
Mm-hmm.
feel good. Just
Yeah.
this. And I haven't even started the meditation, but Oh, it's like it's all just alive. So, so y'all, some of the things that we got, because it really is a mindset. And just like you talked about how you can think about something and then start feeling those good feelings, or think about something and start feeling those bad feelings. If we know that our thoughts, that we can create emotions in our bodies with our thoughts, then we really gotta control our thoughts. Because
Mm-hmm.
I can't control how I feel about a thing, but I can control whether I'm going to think about a thing or not. So, some of the things you said, doing things that you love, listening to music, reading a book, walking in nature, meditation, exercising, box breaths.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like your Reddit account. Is this the same name for your Reddit?
Oh no, that one. I'll send you a link that you can like attach to. The Reddit is it's hard to navigate like that.
I
But
see.
my
Okay.
Instagram is probably better because
Okay.
I'll post them there, and that's more like it's more of my personality, while the Reddit is more like anonymous, I guess.
Gotcha.
You know
Okay.
what I mean?
So so people, you can check Carlos out at
Yeah, my
Carlos
Instagram. Carlos con la K.
Carlos con la K. Did I spell it right?
You did. It's a number
Carlos,
one instead of an L. No, it's
right?
right.
Okay. Carlos ir a la México marzo
Oh, yes.
de 19.
Muy bien.
Mi yo quiero hablar español, pero yo necesito mucho práctica y
Mm.
prayer.
Oh, I think you did pretty good.
Okay, well,
I
we're gonna
think,
see. We're gonna see. Carlos, if you had 1 minute to talk to the world and tell them whatever it is that you wanted to say, ready? You got 1 minute.
yes,
And what would it be?
go. Uh, One thing I would want to tell the world is meditate. Do what you can to learn how to do it. Do the best to start up a practice. It's going to change your life. I guarantee it. Do it now.
Thank you very
Uh,
much. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
having me.
for sharing your tips, and I even like my perseverance, diligence, sustainable results. Okay. That
Hmm.
means
Oh yeah, I'll send you a picture of the card
please, please. Okay.
of
And
your card of the day.
hmm,
I'll send you the your card of the day
my card of the day. Thank you. And I will sit and
and meditate about it.
meditate. Yeah, I might even find an app for meditation.
I'll send you the one that I used.
Okay. Thank you. I
You're
like
welcome.
that.
And I'd love to help you if keep you
And I
accountable.
and I think I will need some help. It definitely won't be until I get back because I have
Mm,
the
Start
retreat.
tonight. It's only 5 minutes. That's all you need.
Oh, well, I can
Not
start
e-
tonight.
Not even 5 minutes. You need 2 minutes.
Oh, well, yeah, I can start
Or
tonight
not even 2 minutes.
because I
One
do.
minute.
Oh,
1 minute of sitting down and listening to your breath. Try that.
okay,
Just
okay. I
one
can do
minute, one
1 minute
minute to
of box
listen,
break.
1 minute of box breathing. There you go.
Okay, look,
But
we
if you want a little extra, go for 2 minutes.
no, no,
1 minute.
no. We're gonna end the podcast like this. Wait a minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. And 1 minute, y'all. Here we
I
go.
love. Oh, we're doing it right now?
Yes.
Oh,
1 minute and the timer is on. Here we go.
do you want
My
me to guide
hands
our
are up.
breathing? All right, ready? Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Hold it. Exhale. And hold it. Inhale. And then hold it. Exhale. Hold it. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. And hold it. Inhale.
Wow.
See how fast it goes by? I can go another 39 minutes.
I could have gone longer too.
Look, I look like I'm about to fall asleep. See? See how powerful it is?
That was wonderful. I like that.
And it's honestly that easy. Like it's literally that easy.
I like that.
We just give our brain too much power. Our thoughts, we're just like, go. It's lazy to let your thoughts just roll. Like it actually takes an effort to be like,
it's like
stop.
Growing weeds. It's easier to let the weeds grow than to dig them out and plant flowers.
Oh, that's a good
Everywhere you look in life, we see examples that show us that we're all doing the same thing. Karlos, I love you. I think I want to play my opening again just because I like it. Here we go. Just because.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
I know today, no matter what is happening, things will all go my way. I see heaven and I don't have to wait for you to recognize that love resides in this place. Why not listen ahead? Why you making that face? You be tripping something, thinking about something different. Why you making just relax a bit, ain't no accidents, it's just all for the love.
Heaven high, everybody. Welcome. I like that. Okay, I got to get a closer so I can close it out. But right now, that works perfectly. Love you. Thank you. Good night. That was fun.